Do it again. Do it again. Thank you. Hi, guys. I would like to first apologize for my voice. It's super annoying. Hi, I'm Lauren. A lot of people call me Loco, like Four Loco, but I'm not an alcoholic. No, I'm Loco. Like, I'm not crazy. I'm not gonna burn your house down with you in it. But I'm crazy. Like, my family has a history of anxiety and depression. I continue to tweet about it and not see a therapist. So it's going really well, but it's the dementia that's gonna get me in the end. Yeah, that's gonna suck, isn't it? I'm gonna forget everything and then I'm just gonna die. So it's super exciting to be here. Thanks for being here. None of you paid for this. My girlfriend did, but no one else did. So I'm not getting paid for this, which is super fine. I'm paying $60,000 to be here, though. I transferred out of state, which is super fun. I moved here from Southern California, as she said, to pursue my dreams, which is really confusing because most people go to Southern California to pursue their dreams. I was already there, and I decided I'm gonna go to Fairfax, Virginia. That's where dreams are made, Mom. I remember the morning I woke up out of like this vision and I was like, Fairfax. I need to be where the brick is. And so I'm here. Yeah, I like to sprinkle in my self-deprecation and like lack of confidence in myself to kind of like test out the audience. I'm like Peter Pan. I'm just like throwing my fairy dust of self-loathing onto you to keep my Tinkerbell of self-esteem alive. Please clap if you believe. Thank you. Oh, stop. It's only been like a minute, which is super fun. Yeah, I hate myself deep down. No, I moved here to Fairfax to be on the nationally ranked forensics team. Can I get like a ooh, snap for the forensics team? Yeah, some of them are here. I paid them because I wanted people to pity laugh. I did pay them in nickels. That's really all I can afford. For some of you who don't know anything about speech, I'd like to first say lucky. To give you kind of an idea of what public speaking and forensics is, I'm spending every weekend of the best years of my life sitting in a van for 12 hours to go to the most racist states in America, to wake up at 4 a.m. and squeeze this tight 21-year-old body into a suit intended for 60-year-old mothers of the bride. It's not doing me any favors. It's for sure not doing any of the judges any favors. And I do this every weekend so that I can be publicly judged by comm studies grad students that are addicted to their jewels. So I can get D's in all of my classes. No, I love doing speech. It's really fun. I would probably be taking a huge shit up here if I didn't do public speaking, but I am. You guys just can't tell. Speaking of shit, I went to Alabama a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, Alabama's so fun. I love it. I'm gonna move there after this because that's where real dreams are made. I sat in a van for 12 hours, and this is just a side note. We went through Tennessee to get there, and I don't know if anyone here is from Tennessee. Good, okay, Tennessee is like Alabama. But something that's really weird that I hated was about every 2 miles on the highway, they have this sign that says, number of fatalities in the state of Tennessee, 2017, 2018. And I was like, is that a brag? Are they bragging about people who've died? So I would like us to just have a moment of silence for those who have died in Tennessee. Now, not because they're dead, but because they died in Tennessee. And I can only imagine that if you die in Tennessee, hell is just listening to that pickup line, hey, are you from Tennessee? Because you're the only 10 I see, on loop for eternity, which is my worst nightmare, so I made it. When I got to Alabama, I went to the bathroom. A ritual of mine to get the nerves out is to take a huge dump right at 7:30 in the morning. So I found what I thought was the most private bathroom in the entire building, full of hundreds of people. And I went to the stall and I did my thing. And it was so good, you guys. It was just the right amount of firm, but just the right amount of loose. I mean, it came out of me like butter. And that's fine. Yeah, and I was done pooping and no one was in there to witness that magic. And as soon as I was done, a girl walked into the bathroom, which is fine. I'm going to flush the toilet, hide the evidence, as one should do after they poop. And what I couldn't have prepared for was what happened. I slithered my body back into my pantyhose, which is a horrible word, pantyhose. It's like two horrible things combined because everyone hates the word panties, but I hate being a hoe. I really like, for the ladies who've worn pantyhose, but it's 2018, I really kind of slithered in like a sausage into these pantyhose, and I flushed the toilet, and then the toilet begins to overflow, which was something I wasn't ready for whatsoever, and none of you are ready for either. And without having my skirt on, I go, oh shit! And I run out, and the girl's like, oh, it's fine, that happens sometimes toilets overflow. And I was like, oh, but she doesn't know. Oh, but she doesn't know. And then I realized that not only did I take a poop and she might know about it, but she might see it. She might see my log float down a river of my piss. And there's no way for me to be like, that's not mine. Whose is that? Oh, that's fucking weird. That just came out of the stall I was in. So I'm washing my hands really nonchalantly. Good tournament, yeah. Cool. Yeah. The positive part of this story is that my poop did not overflow onto the floor. Yeah, you can give that a nice round of applause. Thank God, because I don't know how I would have kept living. Or at least keep doing forensics, which is the only reason why I'm here, so I'd be home right now, not in front of any of you. The worst part is that the first tournament round I walked into, she was sitting right there. And I had to be like, hey girl, long time no see. I hope you do really well. And she was like, that girl's acting super weird. I do not want to talk to her, and I don't blame her. So, the really nice thing about doing speech and debate is that we get to talk about really kind of socially important topics, which is super on brand for me now because I'm a newly woke white girl. Like Taylor Swift, because she's a Democrat now, but in mom jeans. So I love kind of talking about, the real issues. And if we're a woman, obviously, Me Too is super relevant. I know, a damper. No one wants to talk about that, but we are because Louis C.K. But I'm here to bring the woman to the stage. The woman, it's me. The other two performers are men. And we're all white, figures. I hate Me Too. So I'm going to share, another story because my whole life is just a series of uncomfortable giggles. And this is another one. So speaking of kind of socially topical things, this summer I tried to exploit workers' comp. Yeah, no one's for that, but we get it. This school is so expensive and they gave me no money. And I know this school's running this, but give me money. Yeah. I fell down a staircase this summer, which was super fun. It was on purpose, but it wasn't. If I were to do it over again, I wouldn't necessarily fall down a staircase. That was a lot of work. I would have just normally fell. Just but delicately if anyone who's a dancer, you want to land on that part. So it would have been safer. And I go to the allotted urgent care that my work gave for me. And I'm sitting there for, the appropriate 3 hours, urgent care. And I finally get called back to see the doctor. And just to clarify, he was in fact a white man. And I only clarify that because the rest of this story wouldn't happen if he wasn't. I mean, it would, but it's far more likely. And I'm sitting there, and he's nice, and he's rubbing up on my knee, which is fine. I asked for this part. And he's really digging in there, and it hurt. And then he goes, "Oh, what's this?" And like a bird attracted to shiny things, this man noticed my glittery toenail polish. And then this man proceeds to kneel down and rub every single one of my toes. Yeah. This little piggy went to market. This little piggy got assaulted. Yeah. When I first auditioned for this, I told this story, and the teacher was like, "Should I tell Title IX?" And I was like, "I'm totally fine." I don't just wake up every morning my toes, so I'm good. And I guess what you probably all want out of me is some resolution, which is and I went and I reported him and my entire tuition is paid for. But no, I walked out of that doctor's office I should sell feet pics. So if anyone here is interested, I'll meet you after the show. That's all I have. Thank you so much, you guys.